right? Our, yeah. Now you can see our main point is what is hemoglobin, right? So you people know about hemoglobin. What is hemoglobin? So hemoglobin is very important thing that is required for our body, right? That is actually a component of red cells. You know, this is a component of red cells, right? You know, hemoglobin is a component of red cell. You know about white blood cells, red blood cells, right? So it is very important component, right, of our body, you can say, right? And it is component of red blood cells. This is component of red blood cells, you know. Now the point come, what is role of hemoglobin? So as I already told, the role of hemoglobin to carry oxygen from lungs through arteries to tissue. You know, different types of, for different types of function in our body required energy, and how we give energy to our organs, right? So that by the oxidation process, right? When carbohydrate dissociate by oxidation process, then they release energy, you know, glucose, right? After oxidation convert into carbon dioxide and water, right? And during that process release energy, right? It means for cell or tissue or organs of our body, for different activity inside our body we require, right, energy. And that energy come after oxidation of glucose, after oxidation of glucose. It means oxygen is a basic requirement of our body, right? Oxygen is basic requirement of our body. That is actually basic requirement of each one cell. If we not get oxygen for a few minutes, right, then you know what types of condition in corona time, right? The people and the death of people, right, because of deficiency of oxygen only, because each one cell inside our body required oxygen, right? So what is role of hemoglobin? What is role of hemoglobin that exists in our red blood corpuscles, red blood cells, right? And they carry oxygen from our lungs to tissue through arteries, right? So arteries are those vessels, you can say, right? Through bloods, oxygenated bloods, right, move from lungs to our different organs or our different tissue, right? So role of oxygen is very important, and also role of hemoglobin is very very important in our body, right? So this is role. Now if you think about carbon dioxide, you know, after oxidation of glucose, carbon dioxide release, right? C6H12O6, you people already know, right? C6H12O6 after oxidation converting to 6CO2 plus H2. It means after oxidation process carbon dioxide release. That carbon dioxide also absorbed by hemoglobin, right? And through uh, because arteries and veins, two important things. To veins, through veins they come carry that, and they from you can say that tissue to lungs through vein, right? They carry carbon dioxide, right? So oxygen transport from lungs to tissue or cell, and from cell or tissue transport or carry carbon dioxide and then provide to lungs. And then what about the role of lungs, right? Absorb oxygen and remove or release carbon dioxide, right? And you know, in present time the big problem is oxygen deficiency in our body, right? And if deficiency of oxygen, then you people know what types of a problem in our respiratory system, right? And then they, that is cause of death also, right? So this is the role of hemoglobin. So hemoglobin is a very very important, you can say that that is a very very important inside our body, right? They carry oxygen, right? And they carry also carbon dioxide, and they make balance inside our body in carbon dioxide or oxygen point of view, right? So this is important point. Now if we talk about hemoglobin, so actually hemoglobin is a combination of two parts, right? Hemoglobin is a combination of two parts. One is called globin and second is called heme. Actually globin is a protein part. As you know, you can see here globin, right? Two part, one is called globin and second is called heme, right? So globin is a protein part, it is a protein part, right? And heme is a prosthetic part. Heme is a prosthetic part. So you know prosthetic part means non protein part, right? So one is protein part and second is non-protein part. One is protein part and second is non-protein part exist in hemoglobin, right? So hemoglobin is a combination of two part. One is protein part and second is non-protein part. Protein part is called globin, protein part is called globin, and non-protein part is called hemin, right? You know, what about the mass percentage of globin and hemi in our hemoglobin? So you know, 94% protein part and only 6% hemin part, right? In hemoglobin, 94% exists protein part, that is globin, and only 6% exist non-protein part or prosthetic part, right? That is called hemin. Hemin is very important in hemoglobin, and that is non-proteinous part. That is non-proteinous part. So in this way, what about hemoglobin? Right? This is the important point. What about hemoglobin and what is role of hemoglobin in our body? Right? So this is role of hemoglobin: carry oxygen from lungs to tissue through arteries and carry oxygen from tissue or cell to lungs through veins. So this is the role of hemoglobin, right? And it is a component of red blood cell, right? It is a component of red blood cell. It means it exists in our blood, right? It exists in our blood. And two important component: one is globin, that is protein part, and other is non-protein hemin part, right? 6% hemi part and 94% protein part or globin part. Now you can see oxyhemoglobin. When hemoglobin react with oxygen, then they formed unstable compound, and that unstable compound is called oxyhemoglobin, right? When oxygen interact, right, with hemoglobin, then they convert oxyhemoglobin, right? And that is an unstable compound. It means there is not complete or not strong bond between your hemoglobin and oxygen. This is reason why they can easily lose oxygen when they reach to the tissue or a cell where actually required oxygen for different types of metabolic process, right? So when they reach there, right, then they can easily lose oxygen. Why? Because the bond between your hemoglobin and oxygen is very, very weak, right? So they can easily lose their oxygen, right? And then oxygen absorb our cell and tissue for different types of metabolic process which is required for different cells of our body, right? Now after that, next important point: carbon dioxide formed more stable. If we talk about carbon dioxide and not carbon dioxide, right? If we talk carbon dioxide formed also, you can say that unstable compound with hemoglobin, right? They are also unstable compound, right, with hemoglobin. Now if we talk about, then they absorb carbon dioxide from our tissue and then reach to lung and give to the lungs, right? And then lung release that out from our body, right? But if suppose that carbon monoxide concentration increase in our atmosphere, you know, if the percentage of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, not carbon dioxide, I'm talking about carbon monoxide. If the percentage of carbon monoxide increase in our atmosphere, then why much more respiration related problem? So because carbon monoxide form more stable bond with more stable compound with hemoglobin, right? So carbon monoxide because form more stable compound with our hemoglobin, so it means they form a stable compound. And if they form a stable compound, then you know, if one is a strong ligand and second is weak ligand, then always transition metal atom react with more strong ligand, so that form a more stable product, right? So when the concentration of carbon dioxide increase in our atmosphere, then carbon monoxide replace oxygen, and then the concentration of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide increase on our body, or then the deficiency of oxygen inside our body. And when you know deficiency of oxygen inside our body, then different types of respiration related problem, and then they may be responsible for death of human being, right? So this is the important point, right? Why carbon dioxide behave like a poisonous substance for our body? Because they form more stable coordination bond with hemoglobin. In hemoglobin, transition metal Fe exists, right? That have a vacant d orbital, right? And they form a coordination bond with CO, right? And then that is a stable compound. This is region why carbon monoxide behave like a poisonous substance, right? So you people already know about coordination chemistry, right? So here the important thing about coordination compound, राइट कि कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड क्या है, एक स्ट्रॉन्ग लिगेंड है कंपेयर टू ऑक्सीजन, सो दे फॉर्म स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड. सेम इन केस ऑफ साइनाइड, यू पीपल ऑलरेडी नो, if you arrange ligand according to their strength, right? So then you know Cn and Co are strong ligand, right? They form a stable bond with transition metal, right? And this is region, right? Once they form bond, then there is no possibility, right? You can replace that by oxygen, right? And finally, if you cannot replace that by oxygen, then the deficiency of oxygen inside our body. And when deficiency of oxygen inside our body, then there are a lot of problem related to respiration, right? So this is important point. We need to clear it, right? Because we are chemistry people, right? तो हमें पता होना चाहिए कि cyanide क्यों, right, highly poisonous compound है, right? And why, when the concentration of oxygen increase, concentration of carbon monoxide increase in our atmosphere, then these types of problem. Even then, when the concentration of carbon dioxide also, because if you compare, carbon dioxide is strong compared to oxygen, strong ligand compared to oxygen, right? So this is the region. This is the region why carbon monoxide poisonous compound and cyanide also a poisonous compound, right? So this is important point, how they formed oxyhemoglobin, and then what types of reaction takes place inside our body. Now after that, you can see this is a reaction. Actually, you can see here, if you have met hemoglobin, right, in outside of our body, when we think about when we do their structural analysis, then you can see met hemoglobin, right, when their reaction with CH3COH, acetic acid in presence of NaCl, then they dissociate into two part. One is globin part, it is a protein based part, right? And other is hemin part, right? C34 H32 and 2O4 Fe 2 plus Cl, right? They convert into this types of 3 plus and Cl minus, right? These types of hemming compound. And if we just only, right, if we just only react that with CH3COH, right, then they convert into hemetin, globin and hemetin, hemin and hemetin, right? You can see there is a difference, right? Hemin and hemetin, hemin means there is Cl minus ion, right? And hemetin means there is OH, right? Hydroxy group, there is OH group, right? So if OH group here Cl, then hemin, or if OH, then, right, if only a CH3COH, then they convert into hemetin, where OH group, right? And if they react with CH3COH along with NaCl, then they convert into hemin, where Fe3 plus and Cl minus, right? And this is actually same formula. There is only one difference. One is Cl minus and other side OH minus, right? So this is the compound, right? And this is about hemoglobin. After dissociation, they convert into globin and hemin, right? Two important part. Now after that, you can see next one, right? What about the structure of hemoglobin? You can see this is actually structure of hemoglobin, right? Because in our natural product, we always analyze, or we always discuss about constitution of the structure of compound or natural product. So you can see this is actually the structure of compound. You can see this is actually the structure of compound, right? Now think about this structure, right? You can think about this structure, this side CH double bond CH2, right? CH3, right? Cl because Fe3 plus and Cl minus, right? So now other side you can see, right? Other side you can see here, right? So this is like a pyrrole ring. This is, you can see a 5-membered ring, C, 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 and N, right? Here double bond, then a single bond, then double bond, then single bond, then double bond, then single bond, right? So then this is like a aromatic compound. It's like a aromatic compound because here nitrogen with lone pair of electron, nitrogen के पास क्या होता है, lone pair of electron होता है, right? तो इसलिए they behave like aromatic. This ring behave like aromatic ring because 2 and 2 4 electron along with 2 electron with nitrogen, right? 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन नाइट्रोजन के पास होते हैं, राइट? यहाँ पे डबल बॉन्ड है तो ये कार्बन की क्या है, sp2 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड कार्बन है, इट मींस इसके पास अनहाइब्रिड p ऑर्बिटल होगा, तो देन देयर इज पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ डिलोकलाइजेशन ऑफ पाई बॉन्ड, there is a possibility of delocalization of pi bond because यहाँ पे क्या है, ये sp2 hybridized carbon है, it is also sp2 hybridized, it is also sp2, right? अब यहाँ पे आप देखिए this is also sp2 hybridized because here this side क्या है, double bond, right? तो फिर क्या होगा, यहाँ पे अनहाइब्रिड p ऑर्बिटल के बीच में ओवरलैपिंग होगी एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दे फॉलो हुकेल रूल, राइट? बिकॉज ऑफ 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम नाइट्रोजन एंड 2 and 2 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम, तो दिस इज pyrrole ring, right? Aromatic pyrrole ring. Second, this is, you can see this is also pyrrole ring, right? This is 5-membered ring, you can focus on this only, right? So this is also pyrrole ring, you can see this ring also pyrrole ring, and this is also pyrrole ring, right? So first important thing is that there are 4 pyrrole ring, 1 2 3 and 4, 4 pyrrole ring, there are 4 pyrrole ring, one important thing. Second, you can see after that these pyrrole ring are connected at alpha position because this is alpha position, this is beta position, this is alpha, this is beta, this is alpha, this is, so you can see these pyrrole rings are connected at alpha position, ये क्या हो रही है, alpha position पे connect हो रही, these two pyrrole ring connected at alpha position, 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 right? So all 4 pyrrole ring connected from alpha position, this is also important thing. Next, you can see here Fe, right? Iron with 3 plus oxidation state. Here iron with 3 plus oxidation state, Fe, right? You can see this is, now after that you can see here CH2 CH2 COH. It means methylpropanoic propanoic acid, right? So this is 2 propanoic acid. These two are propanoic acid, you can see, right? Methylpropanoic propanoic acid, right? So these 2 propanoic acid at beta position. This is not alpha position, you can see this is not alpha position, this is beta position because this is alpha, so then this is beta. So add to a beta position propanoic acid, you can see here, right? Rest you can see at this beta position, here methyl group, at this beta position this is methyl group, and here also methyl group, right? So in this way at different beta position 1 2 and 3 and 4 beta position with methyl group, you can see, and 2 beta position with propanoic acid, here propanoic acid, here also propanoic acid, you can see, and here this beta, this is beta position also, here you can say that vinyl group, CH double bond CH2 vinyl group, right? And here also vinyl group, right? So we can say there are 2 vinyl group at beta position, there are 2 vinyl group, this vinyl group and this 2 vinyl group at beta position, you can see, right? And at 2 beta position 2 propanoic acid, right? And rest at 4 beta position, rest at 4 beta position for methyl group, right? So in this way this is actually basically structure of heme, this is actually basically structure of heme, right? So there are you can say that there are 4 pyrrole ring, this pyrrole ring, this pyrrole ring, this pyrrole ring, and this pyrrole ring, and they all are connected from one another at alpha position, they all are connected from one another at alpha position, this is also important point. Now next, if we talk about beta position, then you can see CH2 CH2 COH CH2 CH2, it means at 2 beta position, at 2 beta position propanoic acid, at 2 beta position, right, vinyl group, and at 2 beta position, at 2 beta position you can see a 2 and 2 4 and 2, right? So 2 and 2 4 position, right, methyl group, and 2 and 2 vinyl group, and 2 propanoic acid, right? So this is overall about the structure, this is overall about the structure of heming, right? Now what is important thing, you can see this bond, this bond, this bond, and this bond, there are 4 double bond, there are 4 double bond, they are actually not part of propanoic pyrrole ring, right? Rest this double bond is part of this ring, right? So there is 1 aromatic ring, 2nd aromatic ring, 3rd aromatic ring, 4th aromatic ring, right? Rest 1 double bond, 2nd double bond, 3rd double bond, 4th, they may be out of aromatic ring, right? So there may be you can say that unsaturation or 4 double bond responsible for unsaturation of compound, right? So this is complete about the structure of hemine. Now, important thing is that how do we elucidate structure of our hemine? One by one we will discuss about their structure, right? So first of all, our discussion on two carboxylic acids, COH and COH, right? Then next our discussion on double bond, one double bond, two double bond, three double bond, four double, because they are not part of aromatic ring, so they give addition reaction, right? And our discussion on analytical data, based on that we confirm about about molecular formula of this compound, right? तो एक तो हम देखेंगे कि इसका molecular formula कैसा है इसके एनालिटिकल डेटा के बेसिस पे, फिर हम डबल बॉन्ड के बारे में एंड कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे. तो यू कैन सी, if we talk about constitution of hemine, right? So then you can see what about their molecular formula. So this is about their molecular formula: C34H32O4N4FeCl, right? From analytical data we get their molecular formula. We know always हम क्या करते हैं, जो molecular formula होता है उसकी analysis कहाँ से करते हैं? That from analytical data. Analytical data के basis पे हम उसका पता करते हैं. Now after that you can see next point. After that you can see next point, presence of two carboxylic acid group, right? तो दो carboxylic acid group होते हैं, right? हेमिन में. How do we confirm that, right? So when we do their esterification, it means reaction with alcohol, because carboxylic acid when react with alcohol, then they convert into ester. In presence of acid, the reaction goes fast, right? तो acid की presence में ये reaction fast होती है. So when hemine react with alcohol, right, then they convert into diester. Why? Because they are two propanoic acid. क्योंकि उसके पास दो propanoic acid होते हैं, इसलिए वो किस में convert होता है? Diester में convert होता है, right? Now after the next point you can see there are four double bond. So hemine when react with H2 in presence of PD, then there is a reduction reaction, then there is addition reaction, they convert into tetrahydrohemine. Confirm for double bond, right? So this is about how do we confirm about double bond, how do we confirm about ester, how do we confirm about their molecular formula, right? It's related to their structure. It's related to their structure. Now after that, next important point, right? Because there are four pyrrole ring, right? So how do we confirm those pyrrole ring? How do we confirm those pyrrole ring? So you can see here, right? You can see here. So when reductive degradation of hemine in presence of HI and CS3COH, right, acetic acid, or HI and PH4I, right? So when we do degradation of hemine in presence of hydrogen iodide and CS3COH, acetic acid, then they convert into four substituted pyrrole derivative. They convert into four substituted pyrrole derivative, right? What about those pyrrole derivative? You can see here, right? These are four pyrrole derivative. First, this one, CS3C2H5, here N, this is pyrrole compound, right? You can see here double bond, then double bond and nitrogen with a lone pair of electron. So it is actually behave like or aromatic compound, right? So oxopyrrole, this is oxopyrrole, this is the compound which is called oxopyrrole, right? Now next one you can see, next one compound you can see, right? This is hemopyrrole, right? Second one compound you can see here, this is hemopyrrole, right? So this is also give information about there are four pyrrole ring, right? This reaction give us information there are four pyrrole ring. You can see next one, phylopyrrole. Third compound you can see here, phylopyrrole. Then fourth compound you can see, cryptopyrrole, right? So when we do reduction or reductive degradation of our hemine, right, of our hemine, then you can see they convert into these four pyrrole, then they convert into these four pyrrole. And what about their structure? You can see like this, right? So because four pyrrole formed, one absopyrrole, then second hemipyrrole, then next phylopyrrole, then next one cryptopyrrole. What type information we get from this degradation reaction? So you can see first to four confirm methyl group at beta position, right, of each pyrrole. So you can see Methyl group, if you think about structure of 1 by 1 pyrrole, so you can see here structure of 1 by 1 pyrrole, methyl group, right? Here methyl group, here also methyl group, then you can see here also methyl group, here also methyl group, right? So it confirm there are methyl group at beta position, right? Because this position methyl group, this position methyl group, this position methyl group, and this position methyl group, right? So it confirm that at 1 to 4 confirm methyl group at beta position, and also it confirm 4 pyrrole ring, it also confirm 4 pyrrole ring, right? So after reductive degradation, after reductive degradation of hemine, right, we get these pyrrole compound where at each pyrrole methyl group at beta position confirm there are methyl group at beta position in pyrrole, right? So this is important one reaction. Now after that, next one reaction you can see, next one reaction you can see, right? In second reaction, this is reductive degradation with tin and HCl, right? Reductive degradation with tin and HCl. So after reductive degradation with tin and HCl, same types of 4 compound produce, same types of 4 compound you can see produce, where at beta position same methyl group you can see, and because same type of pyrrole ring produce after reductive degradation with tin and HCl, it confirms there are 4 pyrrole ring, right? From 1 to 4 and from 5 to 5 to 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 already we discussed in previous PPT, right? So by that we can say there are 4 pyrrole ring. By that we can say there are 4 pyrrole ring. So in hemoglobin exist 4 pyrrole ring. In hemoglobin exist 4 pyrrole ring. It is confirmed on the basis of these two reaction. It is confirmed on the basis of these two reaction, you can see. Now after that, once we confirm about 2 carboxylic acid, 4 double bond, 4 pyrrole ring, right? Now and methyl group at beta position. Now next, what about next? You can see, right? Reaction with iron dust and formic acid, right? So when hemine react with FeHCOH, formic acid, then they convert into protoporphyrin, right? And what about the formula? C34H34O4N4, right? So here it means FeCl will remove out, right? And Fe replaced by 2 hydrogen, you can see Fe replaced by 2 hydrogen, right? So here they convert into, because here C34H32 and here C34H34, right? So it means Fe replaced by 2 hydrogen, right? So this compound hemine convert into protoporphyrin, right? Protoporphyrin. Now after that reduction, you can see after that their reduction, and after reduction they convert into mesoporphyrin. They convert into mesoporphyrin, right? And then you can see after that mesoporphyrin on oxidation convert into very important compound. One is called methyl ethyl melamine, and second is hemitenic acid. So one is hemitenic acid and second is methyl ethyl melamine, right? So these two compound produce, right, from mesoporphyrin, right? So you can see here hemitenic acid and methyl ethyl melamine, right, reveal oxidation at alpha position, right? It show oxidation L, you can see here, right? O and here also O, here O and here. At alpha position, OO confirm, at alpha position OO confirm that, at alpha position you can see OO confirm that you can see that there is alpha position confirm the ring join from alpha position, right? Because here oxygen and here also oxygen, you can see here also. So it confirm that the ring are joined, or all these pyrrole rings are joined at alpha position. So there are oxygen after proper oxidation reduction reaction, right? तो ऑक्सीडेशन करने पे ये प्रोडक्ट बनते हैं, ये कंफर्म करते हैं कि आपके जो पायरोल रिंग्स हैं वो अल्फा पोजीशन पर ही एक दूसरे के साथ ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं, they are joined at alpha position from one another, right? So this is important point, right? We clear about this, right? We clear about this about after a formation of these two products. So many other information we get from these compounds. जब ये compound बनते हैं तो इनसे बहुत और भी सारी information हमें मिलती है, right? जैसे यहाँ पे CH2COH COH, CH2CH2COH, it means propanoic acid, right? Two molecule of hematinic acid confirm there are two propanoic acid in with two pyrrole. Pyrrole के साथ क्या है? Two propanoic acid है. It confirm, right? This is very important point. Methyl ethyl melamide confirm there is two ethyl group. दो ethyl group है या vinyl group है, क्योंकि vinyl group after reduction convert into ethyl, right? So there are vinyl or ethyl group, right? Because two molecule of methyl ethyl melamide form and two molecule of hematinic acid, right? So propanoic, two molecule of propanoic, two propanoic acid group है और two ethyl group है. It is also confirmed from formation of 9th and 10th compound, right? 9th और 10th compound से ये भी आपको clear होता है. So you can see, right, same like above point, formed two hematine acid confirm at two pyrrole nuclei contain two propanoic acid, right? So because there are two hematinic acid form, it confirm, ये confirm करती है at two pyrrole nuclei contain two propanoic acid, right? कि उसपे दो propanoic acid है, right? Formed to methyl ethyl melamide confirm to vinyl group at beta position. तो बीटा पोजिशन पे विनाइल ग्रुप है, राइट? ये कहां से कंफर्म होता है? बाय फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मिथाइल इथाइल मेलामाइड, राइट? तो मिथाइल इथाइल मेलामाइड कंफर्म देयर इज ए विनाइल एंड देयर इज इथाइल और विनाइल ग्रुप, राइट? देयर इज इथाइल और विनाइल ग्रुप, राइट? तो यू कैन सी इफ वी talk about the structure which we discuss in our first slide, right? You can see here is two vinyl group, right? So because ethyl, methyl ethyl, we already know at beta position methyl group and also vinyl group, right? So these two vinyl group confirm by formation of this product, right? So form methyl ethyl melamide confirm to vinyl group at beta position, right? And formed two hematine acid confirm two pyrrole ring contain two propanoic acid. तो दो पायरोल रिंग पे दो प्रोपेनोइक एसिड है और दो पायरोल रिंग पे दो विनाइल ग्रुप है, ये भी यहाँ पे कंफर्म हो जाता है, राइट? इट शुड बी क्लियर आल्सो. नाउ वी कैन कंक्लूड देयर स्ट्रक्चर. Now you can conclude this. This is conclude structure which we had already discussed in our first point, right? We have already discussed in our first point. So you can see, right, four propyl group, pyrrole ring, right? This pyrrole ring, this pyrrole ring, this pyrrole ring, and this pyrrole ring. Four pyrrole ring which we already confirmed, right? Then you can see there are four, right? Four double bond, one double bond, then two double bond, then three double bond, then four double bond, right? So these four double bond also confirm, right? Next, at beta position, four methyl group. So one methyl group, then second methyl group, then third methyl group, and then fourth methyl group. At four pyrrole, four methyl group. It is also confirmed. At beta position, two vinyl group, right? And two propanoic acid. It is also confirmed on the basis of above reaction. So on the basis of above reaction, we can clear on the basis of our reaction and on the basis of different types of compound formed in above reaction, we confirm the structure of hemine like this. The structure of hemine like this, right? तो जो हेमिन का स्ट्रक्चर होता है वो ऐसा होता है, इस तरह से हमें ये कंफर्म हो जाता है. Now the next point about the synthesis, right? Next point होता है synthesis. How do we synthesis this compound? तो हेमिन को कैसे synthesis करते हैं? ये first step होता है where 2,3 dimethyl pyrrole react with 3,4 dimethyl pyrrole 2-aldehyde, right? तो सबसे पहले क्या होता है? 2,3 dimethyl pyrrole जो होता है, if we react that with 3,5 dimethyl pyrrole 2-aldehyde, राइट। तो पायरोल 2 एल्डिहाइड से जब हम रिएक्शन करते हैं इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ HBr C2H5OH, then they convert into this types of first compound. Then next step क्या होता है, we take our next compound 3,5 dimethyl pyrrole 2 methyl acetate 2 propanoic acid. In presence of Br, they convert into this. Then when we boil that with water, right, then these two molecule of this compound convert into this product, and then they convert into, right, then they react with sodium hydroxide Br and acetic acid and convert into this product, right. Then they convert into this product, right. Now after that, when they convert into this product, this is called product 2, right. Then what about next one? You can see product 1 and product 2 combine. Product 1 and product 2 combine in presence of CH2COH, CH2COH at 180 and 190 degree. Then they convert into this types of product. Then they convert into this types of product. Then after that, they react with ferrous acetate, right. Ferrous acetate react with ferrous acetate se react hoga in presence of NaCl, HCl, right, and then they convert into this types of product. फिर वो इस टाइप के प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट होता है, right. I will elaborate that after a few minutes, right. And then they react with AC2O, acetic anhydride se react karega in presence of SnCl2, right. Then they convert into product like this, right. इस टाइप के प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट होगा, right. Then they convert into product like this. You can see here CH3, right. Here CH3 at this point, right, there is OAC, and at this point there is OAC, right. तो इस तरह से acetic anhydride के साथ product बनाएगा. Then next you can see, then they react with HBr CH3COH, right. HBr or CH3COH की presence में ये reaction करेगा to remove iron. Then iron will remove out, right, and then they react with QH and C2H5OH, right, and they both react and convert into CH3COK plus 4H, right, and then they convert COCH3 into CHOHCH3, right, and then they convert into this types of products CHOHCH3 and CHOHCH3. Then H2O will remove out from these two positions and they convert into CH double bond CH2, right, इस तरह से बनेगा. Then their distillation in 25%, right, NaOH, right. तो जब इसका distillation होगा in 25% NaOH, right, so then they convert into this types of product. फिर ये इस टाइप के प्रोडक्ट में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, right, and at the end this product when react with FeCl3 and alcohol ACOH, right, so then they will convert into this types of final heme, right. तो FeCl3 के साथ फेरिक क्लोराइड के साथ एसिटिक एसिड CH3 CH2COH के साथ जब रिएक्शन करेगा then they convert into heme. So this is complete about synthesis. क्या होता है अब मैं डिस्कस करूंगा one by one, right. Within a minute the link will expire and we will rejoin at same link and I will explain each and every point related to synthesis.